Hey y'all. So I saw a video online and these people went out to eat and they were arguing about the check. And the girl she wanted these people to pay for her birthday dinner. And I've had a couple situations. So I went to dinner with these girls in Florida, and the girls ordered whatever they ordered. We was having a good time talking. I gave a girl $30 in cash back then because I didn't have a credit card. I gave her $30 in cash, and I came back, and they was huffing and puffing and mad at me. And I really had to go use the bathroom. I had just been sitting there because I was in the inside seat on the seating, right? So when we got ready to leave, I just handed her my money. I went to go to the bathroom, came back, they was huffing and puffing. They was like, we all wanted to split the check. And I'm like, okay, so how much was the check? And they said $90. So it was four of us, but they wanted three of us to pay. I said, well, I gave her $30. 3 times 3, yes, that's 90, right? They gonna act like I was crazy. So I didn't ever mess with them girls again. In another situation, we went out to eat and everybody was ordering what they was ordering. And I wanted some filet mignon. You know, I wanted to be fancy with the steak or whatever. And so I ordered steak or filet mignon. I can't remember, but I was in Florida. And the girl that invited me, she was mad because I think she ordered something light. So when the check came, the guy was like, we all going to pay for our own stuff. And she was mad at me. Like, oh, you was doing too much ordering a steak. I'm like, I wanted steak and potatoes. And I could afford my steak and potatoes, which I pay for my steak and potatoes. People are so crazy. But anyway, this girl, in this incident, the guy was saying, I didn't eat. I'm not going to pay for something I didn't eat. He was saying that, okay, here's... I'm only paying for what's on the check. I'm not splitting the bill, Shawty. That's crazy. You expect us to split the bill? You got lamb chop. You got steak. You got... Look at all that. Look at what all they got. They talking about... What did you come out for? What did you come out for? We come together to split the bill. My thing is, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing way too much. Okay, so that was majorly embarrassing, right? So I'm a barbecue today. But anyway, what you do is, if you're inviting people out to eat, first of all, if it's, they said the check came out to $4,000. So that sounds like some Ruth Chris situations. So if you know you don't have Ruth Chris money, don't go with them. Second of all, if you are having an event at a restaurant and you know that this food is expensive and you can't count anybody else's pockets, number one, you should at least have a $20,000 American Express on your person. That's number one. And then you should be able to say, when she asks you, is how many checks, you should say one, off the rip, immediately, one check, because it's your event. You hand her the American Express. What you do is you take out your cell phone, but when the meals come, and you video everybody's plates, and you either, request cash from Cash App or another invoice. The person holding the event, who suggested the event, should have the credit card, the tab. We should not be arguing in public. For one, it's embarrassing. We should not be arguing in public who's paying for what costs what, who only had water. You should be like, y'all have fun, and invoice them later. Do not cause a ruckus in public. And the way they was going in, oh, you doing too much. And this, you should know the individuals that you have with you, first of all. Now, usually when I had an event, it was co-workers inviting me different places. So you know I got a job. You know I could pay. So she knew that, she knew them to a certain extent. Now $4,000, I personally never did the $4,000 meal. I requested a tab at IHOP. I request a tab at like a $20 to $40 to $50 plate. But then you think about that, $50 and 10 people, that's still $500, which you should have an American Express. Once you get that bill and nobody's like want to pay or offered to pay, or you shouldn't have, or take you to a meal and they cover it. That, so you don't expect them to cover an event you invited them to. That's one. If they throw you a birthday party, then you know that you are covered. But if you throw your own birthday party, go to an expensive restaurant, make sure that you have enough money to cover your own event. That makes total sense to me. Now, if your friends are being cheap and somebody orders the water, like I say, it will be on your device. You will see that, and that's fine. But for the sake of embarrassing yourself and having an unpleasant experience, because that experience is going to be what lingers on, the arguing, and it's going to break up friendships. Now, usually when people have money, you'll say one check and then somebody will be like, oh, I'll take care of it. You shouldn't have to pay for this on your birthday. But if you are doing the inviting, first of all, $4,000, you could have took a solo trip with those type of friends. If they didn't plan anything for you, get your little passport, get on Expedia or whatever website you use, and get your little trip together solo and enjoy your birthday solo. Eat your little $4,000 steak or filet mignon or surf and turf, whatever you was trying to do. You can do that by yourself or with one or two people who are equivalent to your pay. Now, if they all work together, that's a different story. I don't know. They haven't came out with anything else like what actually happened, who actually paid, did anybody have to wash dishes, but that was embarrassing. So to prevent that for anybody else, whoever invites pays. Make sure you have a $20,000 credit card at least, so there's no issue. You record, smile. Good night, everyone. I had a great time. Thank you for joining me for my birthday. And you know the next time. Do we have this clear, guys? Any questions? Leave in the comment box. Thank you. Goodbye.